Cleveland is on to Baltimore. How about both of these teams, Scotty? 49-26 for Cleveland, 49-28 for Baltimore. Two of the best in the American League getting together at Camden Yards. Tanner Bibee and Cade Povich will be the starters for the first game tonight, minus 120 for Baltimore. Even money for the Guardians and a flat 8 for the total.
Yeah, this team, the Orioles, is just unbelievable if you ask me. But Bibee can beat them tonight in Camden. Bibee's really good, and it's even money. I'm looking for value. I'm going to take a shot with the Guardians tonight. And both of these teams are almost identical, mirror images of one another. Should be a great series.
It should be a great series indeed. The Phillies will be in Detroit to open up a series with the Tigers at Comerica. Aaron Nola goes against Casey Mize in the opener. Minus 185 for the Phillies, plus 150 for the Tigers at home. Another flat 8.
Yeah, I laid a run and a half here with Nola. Your boy Larry Mize is awful. I don't think the Tigers are awful. I think they're decent. But your boy Larry, don't call me Larry, 1-5. My man's bad luck personified. I'm all over Nola tonight. In fact, I bet it this morning on the run line, and Mafia knows I did.
Great week for the Mariners to hang out in Florida, right? They spent the weekend in Miami, and now they get to spend a couple days in Tampa as part of their Florida swing. It'll be Brian Wu and Taj Bradley tonight at the Trop. Minus 115 for the Rays. Minus 105 for the M's and a 7.5. What am I missing here?
Yeah, I got this at a better price this morning. I bet the Rays, if you can even believe it, I bet them. I think I got them at like minus $1.04 or something like that. Listen, the Seattle had they played lousy in Miami.
Yeah.
So what makes me think? I mean, they're sleepwalking. You're going to the pool, drinking, fruity drinks at the pool, getting sunburned. There's chicks and G-strings. It's hot outside. They're not used to that heat and humidity. I think they lose tonight in Tampa.
The Pirates, who will now be in Cincinnati tonight against the Reds. Bailey Falter and Carson Spires are the pitchers. Minus 125 for Cincinnati, plus 105 for the Buccos. A big fat 10-piece tonight with these gas cans on the mound.
Yeah, you know what? The reality is they both have ERAs in the low 3s, and I just know Falter is always faltering. So I'm on the Reds, and I bet the Reds this morning. I got them at, I think, minus $1.20. It's minus $1.30 now. I got them at a better price this morning. Mafia knows on ForelonTheBench.com, so I bet the Reds.
The Blue Jays are in Boston. They'll go to take on the Red Sox. Of course, they played last week in Toronto. Now they flip venues to Fenway. Minus 165 for the Sox with Tanner Houck tonight. The Basset Hound goes for Toronto, who are plus $1.40 and an 8.5 here.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm on the Red Sox here to win. I'm not laying that juice, so I got to go run line at plus 122. I'm going to lay the run and a half. They swept them in Toronto. The Basset Hound is, I think, nickname only good. He's been fair to Midland at best this year. 6-6. I mean, he's a horse. He gives them innings. He pitches a lot. I'll give him that. He's not like this guy Scherzer pitches twice a year. The Hound goes out and does his job. Fair enough. He's a badass. But Boston has been playing great baseball. They rolled off of that series in Toronto, and they went and won another series. They have been winning every night. So I'll lay the run and a half at the Sandbox.
The Braves are in St. Louis against the Cardinals. It'll be Spencer Schwellenbach against Lance Lynn tonight. Minus 120 for the Braves, even money for the Redbirds, and a big 9, another fat total for us.
I like that. I got it at 8.5, and I bet the over, and I like the Braves because suddenly, when they lost to Cunha, I thought, oh, man, are they dead? But they won 8 of 10, and they kicked the Yankees' ass this weekend. So I think the Braves go and beat the Cards in St. Louis in perfect order.
The Dodgers, as you were mentioned before, are going to be in Chicago against the White Sox. The Big Maple, James Paxton tonight. Garrett, don't call me Davy Crockett, is going for the White Sox. Minus 130 for the Dodgers, plus 110 for Chicago, and a flat 8. I thought the Dodgers would be a little heavier than that, Scotty, but Crockett has been, I guess, decent for the White Sox this year.
Yeah, I don't care. Here's the deal. Bet it every which way. Bet the money line at minus $1.25 with the Big Maple, 7-1. He's 7-1. He wins every time he pitches. Secondly, lay the 1.5 at plus 130 because you're going to make fat bank there. And while you're at it, the number's 8. Crockett will be Davy Crockett by the end of the night when the Dodgers score 12 runs on his ass on the south side of Chicago. They are going to terrorize them in this series, and it starts tonight. Terrorize. That's the word, terrorize. I'll bet it 3 ways. I'll hit all 3.
Crockett, 124 Ks in 88 innings this year and under 1 whip. We'll see if those Dodger bats can change the pace for him so far. The Marlins are in Kansas City against the Royals. Cole Reagan goes for them, Scotty. The Marlins are going to send Roddery Munoz to the mound, and I was mentioning gas cans before. Your guy qualifies for that, Munoz. 11 homers in 29 innings so far for him. Royals minus 250, plus 200 for the Fish, and a 9.5.
Yeah, I'm willing to lay the 1.5 here with Ronald Reagan's.
9.5. Yeah, I'm fine with that too. Minus $1.20 right now to lay the 1.5 there. Texas heads to Milwaukee, where they will see the Brewers over the next couple of days. Tonight, you will have Michael Lorenzen and Freddie Peralta to get us going. Minus 175 for the Brew Crew, plus $1.45 for the Rangers, and a flat 8.
I'll lay the 1.5 with the Brewers here at plus $1.18.
The A's are in Anaheim against the Angels. Luis Medina and Griffin Canning are the starters. Minus 135 for the Angels, plus $1.15 for the A's, and another flat 9.
I mean, the funky cold Medina. Give me the A's at the A.
The Nationals, who, we were saying before, the Mets are only 1 game out of the wild card in the NL. Nationals are only a half game out of the wild card. They have played pretty well, too. Patrick Corbin against Matthew Waldron tonight at Petco Park with that soft serve ice cream. Minus 210 for the Padres, plus $1.70 for the Nats, and a 7.5, which is light for a Corbin game, Scotty. I'll tell you that. 7.5's light when Corbin's on the mound.
Yeah, well, look, Waldron's actually been on fire in his last 5 starts. He's pitched brilliantly. He's coming off a 5-2 win Wednesday night in Philadelphia that snapped the Padres' 5-game losing streak. He held the Phillies to 5 hits and a run over 7 innings. He's got 5 straight quality starts. He's permitted just 5 earned runs in 33 1/3. I'm on San Diego tonight. I know that the Nationals have been playing better, but I'm going to bet on this kid tonight, and I got to lay the 1.5 because I'm not laying $1.95.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. Cubbies are in San Francisco. These two teams played at Wrigley last week, Scotty, if you remember. The Steel Mill goes for Chicago. It'll be Eric Miller for the Giants. Right now, minus 120 for the Cubbies, even money for the Giants, and a 7.5.
Yeah, I'm on the Giants. Even money at home with Miller, who's been relatively decent for the Giants. Decent. And I think Steele's been disappointing, to be honest with you, despite his work in terms of innings and strikeouts and walks. He's been good, but he hasn't had any results. They played last night on Sunday Night Baseball and then had to fly to San Francisco to play at Oracle tonight on West Coast time. A recipe for disaster. Give me the Giants at even money at Oracle.
There you go. And how about the Taters for tonight? Little Tater time on a Monday. Now, when the Red Sox faced the Bassett Hound last week in Toronto, I tried to go with Devers. He's got great numbers against Bassett, Scotty. He didn't hit for us that night. I'm going back to him tonight. Maybe tonight he gets him at home at Fenway, plus 320 for Devers. Austin Riley, plus 325 against Lance Lynn. Machado against Corbin late night at Petco at plus 400. I told you that guy Munoz for the Marlins gives up a lot of bombs, Scotty. Well, give me the big lefty bat for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino at plus 450. You want to throw Whitney there, Salvi, Perez, whoever you want to go with, that's fine. And then also Canning for the Angels. He gives up a lot of taters. Brent Rooker for the A's at 3-1 late night out in Anaheim. A big tater time tonight. Maybe not some of the biggest names, but we're going to go to the window one way or the other.
The last time I heard that name is certainly in the Pirate booth. Your boy Rooker. So we got another Rooker finally in Major League Baseball. There you go, Brent Rooker at plus 3 bills. Tater time.
Let's get it. I want that Pasquantino one. I want the most. That's my favorite tonight. I hope the big guy gets one against Munoz from the Fish.